Sure. First pitch, 4:45. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna mute. Stratford, Mosinee, Mosinee, Stratford. This is an audio test. Hi, good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to Wisconsin Dells. To think for a minute there, Cale, where we were. Welcome to Wisconsin Dells and baseball action here for the first time for both Mosinee and Stratford. First games of the season for either, talking to both coaches beforehand. Both first times being outdoors for either of these teams, which stands to reason. We've got snow on most of the ball diamonds in central Wisconsin. Jason Zaleski here. Cale Jacoby producing today's broadcast. This is non-conference baseball game number 1. So if you're keeping book back at home, Mosinee or Stratford, this is baseball game number 1. And first we'll show you the Mosinee starting lineup. Mosinee Indians are the visiting team here in Wisconsin Dells today. And the Mosinee Indians batting order looks exactly like that. It is Keegan Jerschley leading off and pitching. Blake Nichols at shortstop bats second. Davin Stoffel at first base bats third. Gavin Obremski catching, batting fourth. Taylor Lemansky in center field bats fifth. Brady Loken at third base bats sixth. Garrett Shoup in right field batting seventh. Sawyer Holtz in left field bats eighth. And Grant Kuklinski at second base batting ninth for the Mosinee Indians. Starting lineup sponsored by Fleet Farm, as it turns out, Cale. So that's pretty good stuff right there. We're waiting for the Stratford Tigers to take the field. The ground rules meeting has come and gone, and we're very much looking forward to ball action here today from Woodside in Wisconsin Dells. First pitch, we were told 4:45, so that's going to line up pretty close. I know the advertised start time was 4:30. There's a game going on behind us. It's Oregon, and I don't know who the other team is. There is a game going on behind us, so there is a possibility. The reason I bring that up is not to show you how stupid I am that I don't know who's playing over there, but I did unveil that, is there's possible we could have a stoppage every now and then if a foul ball is hit from the field behind us, which is only about 30 feet away, and onto this field. We do see that from time to time when we play down here in Wisconsin Dells. But the Stratford Tigers are on the field, and go ahead, Cale. We'll show the defensive lineman for the Stratford Tigers. First pitching is Braden Schiller, and his battery mate, Landon Zawislin, catching. First base, Jackson Ormond. Brady Schmidt at second base. Shortstop is Vance Keelman. Third base, Henry Zaleski. And the left field from left to right, Cole Tichy, John Seitz, and Jack Tubbs. That is your Stratford Tigers defense for this Zaleski Sports Game of the Week here on is it Tuesday today? It's Monday, okay. Days are irrelevant to me. They matter to some people. It's Monday, huh? Monday. Huh. All right. It's Monday. Okay. Very good. Have it your way then. We'll call it Monday. Get ready for first pitch. We see Braden Schiller on the mound again for the Stratford Tigers. And again, first pitch of the season for the Tigers. First game, again, for both teams here today. Got to welcome the Viaduct Bar in Marshfield for joining the team here at Zaleski Sports. Half-pound burgers at the Viaduct and Fish Fry Friday. It's right next to Fleet Farm, or right, for me anyway, next to Fleet Farm in Marshfield, on that side of town anyway. You can just about see Fleet Farm from the front door of the Viaduct Bar and Grill. So thanks to them for joining the team here. And speaking of, head into Fleet Farm and get big savings on Milwaukee tools. Check out the selection of tool kits and tool storage options. Save up to $200. Get everything you need at one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Play umpire says play ball. And first pitch sails in at 4:42 p.m. Inside joke for me and Cale, but it scoreboard here in the field shows Mosinee leading 1-0. And Jerschley will hit that one through the hole, and a runner for the Indians. Jerschley a big turn at first, and a leadoff single for starting pitcher today, Keegan Jerschley. So that brings up the shortstop, Blake Nichols. Oh, Somebody finally noticed I'll include Kale here. Mine and Kale's April Fool's joke on the scoreboard here in the stadium. It's now 0-0. Kale and I got here, well, I guess it turns out 2 hours ago. We thought we were going to get here a little bit early. It turns out we got here a lot early as we did. I warned about this. We had a ball hit, foul ball from the other field, just hitting the left field here. It'll happen regularly. Anyway, we were out, and I decided to. Did another ball come in? Okay, umpire said no pitch. I don't think the left fielder was set yet. He's after retrieving that foul ball from the other ball diamond here. Anyway, yeah, I was messing around. I hit one on the visitor's side on the scoreboard. I just want to see if it worked. And it worked all the way up until first pitch. This one hit high in the air into center field. Coming on is Seitz for the first out of the inning. Anybody that knows me knows that one of the first things I'm going to do when I get somewhere is screw around for a while. See if anybody can keep up with me. The scoreboard is actually being controlled here in the stadium, or on the field. It's not a stadium. In the Stratford dugout. So we'll see if they keep it fair and square out there. First baseman Davin Stoffel. Curveball doesn't bend in for Braden Schiller. Overcast skies. It was sunny just until Kale said it was sunny at around 3 p.m. Then it's been cloudy since then. 2 balls, no strikes to Stoffel. There was a little bit of rain moving this way when we first got here. It didn't rain on us, but there's some cold. It just turned cold. But full overcast skies here in Wisconsin Dells today. Be no slides on the outdoor water parks. Would not be good. I told Kale this story a few times, and a chance he'll make our highlights, so I'll say now this is the place where Mike Wendland got hypothermia a year ago. Not quite that, but he got cold. And sitting right about here. Throw over, and that's going to get past Ormond at first, and the error on Schiller will send Jerschley down to second. So runner in scoring position now for the Indians. Indians coached by Adam Olson. Stratford Tigers coached by Marshall Lehman. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Stoffel ushers that one low and inside for a ball. It's kind of what the batter does, right? You watch it with your eyes and you kind of push it down somehow. What do they call that? Telekinetically?
That's a question for someone that's a baseball expert, not me.
Strike called there. Count now is full. Well, it's somebody that, I thought you as maybe like a sci-fi fan may be able to see how that might work.
Yeah, I never heard that term in the Marvel movies, so.
Oh, okay.
Maybe in the next one.
Full count. Jerschley stands on second, and that one skips in. It's a 6-pitch walk to Davin Stoffel. So runners on first and second now for the cleanup hitter, Gavin Obremski. Chance for the cleanup hitter to clean it up out there. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. And on the double steal, the Mosinee Indians get started as the throw comes down from behind the plate by Zawislin. That'll be an error on the catcher. That brings Jerschley in for the first run of the 2023 season for the Indians. Again, double steal leaves Stoffel on the base at second. And the E2 brings Jerschley around to score. This one hit by Stoffel deep into left field, going back and gone. No, off the top of the fence. That one just missed by about 6 inches. It's going to be an RBI triple for Gavin Obremski. Ball looked like it had cleared the fence from here, but they rule it came off just the top of the fence, right below the yellow plastic ribbon that's on top of the fence out there. Missed it by inches. But as it is, a triple RBI for Obremski. Center fielder now, Taylor Lemansky. 2-0 Mosinee. Big swing and a miss by Lemansky. He saw Obremski get into that last one. Lemansky wanted a piece of that action. That one skips in. Ball and a strike now to Lemansky. But thanks for joining us wherever you are here in Wisconsin Dells. Again, it's not the summer Wisconsin Dells that you all may think of. It's kind of the drab, dreary part of Wisconsin Dells. But April 3rd today. Weather hopefully goes to spring soon. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball, swing and a miss, drop, third strike. Zawislin fires down, runner coming home and safe. The Tigers forgot all about the runner on third base. And it's 3-0 Mosinee. Runner there was Colton Sherrick. And Colton fired home from third. Fired out of a cannon, that is. And this one hit into center field. Playable as Brady Loken puts a charge into it, but John Seitz runs it down. And the third out of the inning is recorded, but not before the Indians can strike for 3. It'll be the Tigers coming to bat when we come up next on Zaleski Sports.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs. Central Wisconsin Glass.
Back here in Wisconsin Dells as we get set for the bottom half of inning number 1. Again, Mosinee, 3 runs in the top of the first inning. We take a look on screen at the batting order for these Tigers. Leading off in right field, Jack Tubbs. Second base is Brady Schmidt. He bats second. Jax Normand in the 3-hole. He's at first base. Pitching, Braden Schiller bats cleanup. Vance Keelman at shortstop bats 5th. Henry Zaleski at third base bats 6th. Cole Tishy in left field bats 7th. Landon Zawislin catching bats 8th. And John Seitz, who recorded the final out of that first inning in center field, bats 9th. We'll go ahead and look at the Mosinee Indians defensively. Keegan Jerschley pitching. Gavin Obremski behind the plate. First base, Davin Stoffel. Second base is Grant Kuklinski. Shortstop, Blake Nichols. At third base is Brady Loken. And the outfield from left to right, Sawyer Holtz, Taylor Lemansky, and Garrett Shoup. So your Mosinee Indians defenders, sponsored by Fleet Farm. So Tubbs, Schmidt, and Ormond to start off hitting for the Stratford Tigers here in 2023. Some things to work on defensively already for Coach Lehman that were discovered in the top of that inning. But as to be expected here, early in the year, not even early, this is game 1. This is the earliest of earlies. This is starting block number 1. And for a season, it's a building block number 1. An hour-and-a-half bus ride to talk about some of those things at the end of the day, as Tubbs will start off with a nice piece of hitting in the right field. And that brings up the second baseman, Brady Schmidt. Again, you're watching the Zaleski Sports Game of the Week. Jason Zaleski here, Cale Jacoby to my left. And I would bet, so let's talk about this. They told us they were going to play a doubleheader today. Just using commonly known math, don't think that's going to happen. Unless they want to play 7 innings of one game and then 1 inning of the next. That doesn't seem to make any sense either. So Cale and I, we're going to swap spots for game number 2. But perhaps we'll let Cale bring us home maybe in the 6th and 7th inning. Let Cale knock some of the baseball rust off. Yeah. Probably should, he says. Oh, okay, we'll do that. 6th and 7th inning. You'll hear the melodic vocal tones of Cale Jacoby. So Schmidt fouled that one off into the utility parking lot to our right. Jerschley fires high for ball 1. Well, anyway, as I was saying before, hope everybody's having a good time watching, wherever you are. Make sure to tell a couple friends, too, that this is the Zaleski Sports Game of the Week. Let them know how you found us, and they can watch live free high school baseball right along with you. Mosinee, a state team from last year. Likely some lofty goals this year. Tigers as well. Lofty goals for 2023. Mosinee out of the Great Northern Conference. Stratford in the Merriwood South. You would figure Stratford the team to beat in the Merriwood South, as is Mosinee in the Great Northern Conference. This one looped into shallow center field and back-to-back base hits for the Tigers. Now the first baseman, Jackson Ormond. And as Ormond comes up, Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen within just 1 week. Countertops, backsplash, flooring, cabinets, and everything else you find in your kitchen. Stone Innovations takes care of it all for you, from fabrication, design, and installation for your next kitchen or bathroom. Look to Stone Innovations in Plover. So the left-handing batting Ormond, and fouls that one into field number, 10, right? Yeah. Fouls that one into field number 10, just a few feet from us, into their right field. So to our left is their right field, and to their right is our left field. If you can figure that out. And strike called to Ormond. No balls, 2 strikes now to the first baseman, Ormond. And those of you watching on a mobile device, feel free to chat with us. Let us know who you are, where you're watching from. And strike 3 as Jerschley gets out in front of Ormond and finishes him off. Now the pitcher, Braden Schiller. Or chat with us, and this is what a lot of people are known for. They'll tell me what I get wrong. That's fine. You better be right, though. If you're going to call me wrong, you better be right. Jerschley, fastball right down the middle. And as I say that, a text comes in. It's not a complaint. Okay. It's a reminder of my appointment tomorrow at the dental clinic in Marshfield. 2 o'clock. Text you those appointments. Dental clinic in Marshfield, one of our great sponsors here at Zaleski Sports. So you sign up for the text alerts, you get a reminder. I don't even take the appointment card anymore. They just tell me, they just send me a reminder like that. Plus the appointment card, I would lose that somewhere anyway. So apparently in the last 4 hours, I've lost an orange and a microphone. And who knows what else, I just haven't found out yet. Ball and 2 strikes now to the pitcher, Schiller. So wing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts for Keegan Jerschley. Brings up the shortstop, Vance Keelman. But as I was saying just a minute ago, both these teams favorites in their conference, although Medford probably nips at the heels of Mosinee all year long in the Great Northern Conference. Just by my simple eye, I don't see a challenger for Stratford out of the Merriwood South, but that Marathon will be in the mix, I'm sure. High. That pitch from Jerschley. Is 5 or 6 of our umpires to our left thought something else. It's the one thing about the baseball game. There's umpires everywhere. Ball there at the knees. And of course, Cale, now that I say that, we'll have the other coaches from the other conferences. They'll send me emails now. What about wait a minute here. You said what about the other team? This one hit into center field. Going back on it is Lemansky and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Stratford with 2 base hits to start the inning, both left stranded. Here as we complete the first inning of work. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more. We said we're growing.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor. You know better when you see it.
All right, back here in Wisconsin Dells for Mosinee to start the second inning. 7, 8, 9. Garrett Shoup, Sawyer Holtz, and Grant Kuklinski. Again, game number 1 for both orange and purple. And again, what figures to be exciting seasons for both Indians and Tigers alike. Exciting if you like winning. But that's my personal opinion. This one is what? Fair or foul? Foul is called from behind the plate. Okay, Shoup had rounded first. Our base umpire didn't give a signal. If he did, I missed it, but our home plate umpire there is our third team on the field. Gets the call. Sawyer Holtz had already marched into the batter's box. He'll stand back in the on-deck circle. Shoup comes back to the batter's box. Yeah, Shoup's got his blood working now, though, right? Got his heartbeats up. He's ready to go. After running half of the bases, ducks out of the way of a Schiller curveball. Tanner watching from sunny Mosinee, he says. All right. Well, not sunny Wisconsin Dells. But not windy, so we do have that working for us. For now, says Cale. One of the oldest jinxes, right? Once you say it, then you're going to be in trouble. Cale found that out earlier with the sunlight here.
I wasn't even announcing it.
3 balls, 1 strike to the right fielder, Shoup. This one hit into left center field. Long run for the center fielder, who had shaded over to right for the left-handed hitter, and Shoup drops it right in the gap. And a leadoff double for Garrett Shoup here in the second. So now the left fielder, Sawyer Holtz. Schiller takes a look back at Shoup on second and fires outside. Ball one. And Mosinee, as you can see on the scoreboard, scored 3 times in that first inning. This one is off the glove of Kielman at short, and Shoup will stay at third with the ball just behind him into shallow left field and runners on the corners for the Indians. I mentioned those 3 runs, just 1 RBI out of the 3. And that Obremski's triple that drove in Stoffel. Jerschley scored on an error, and then Obremski, or the runner for Obremski later scored on a fielder's choice. So just 1 RBI out of the 3 runs. As people at home check their scorebooks, make sure they did it right. And a strike called to Kuklinski. Leadoff hitter, Keegan Jerschley on deck. And Adam Olson, manager for these Indians, stands in the third base coach's box. Curveball drops in low. Another one low in the, I would say in the dirt, but it's all turf field here. So another one low in the rubber. 2 balls and a strike now to Kuklinski. And off and running is Holtz. The throw does go down and gets into center field. And that will easily score Shoup from third. Throw, for me anyway, skipped in. So E2 will score the run and put Holtz on second. Actually, we'll give Holtz a stolen base. How's that sound? Stolen base for Holtz. 3 balls and a strike now to Kuklinski. And rips this one foul. Right off the third base fence. WIAA baseball live right now on Zaleski Sports. WIAA and, you think I would know this, but I don't. But I will. Just go to ZaleskiSports.com. Fox Valley Lutheran and WIAA. That one off of home plate. It's going to be a walk. And as that happened, Holtz took off and lands at third. So runners on the corners now for the leadoff hitter, Jerschley. Base hit, run scored in the first. Nobody out here in the inning. Anago and Wisconsin Rapids baseball should be happening now. Yep, it is, live on Zaleski Sports. And then finishing off the night, Spash and DC Everest softball and Pacelli and Adams baseball. That is a 6:30 and 7 p.m. start. 7 p.m. could be kind of chilly in Adams. But they're going to play anyway. Jack Weber and Trevor Zaleski over there in Adams. They'll have the convenience of a press box. Cale and I here are ground level. Matter of fact, Cale, as I think about this, we're the only non-press box squad today. Everybody else got the modern conveniences and comforts. Cale is literally sitting on a block of ice. Here. This one by Jerschley hit high into left field. That's going to stay playable, going over his Tishy, and makes the catch, tagging his Holtz from third, and an RBI sac fly for Keegan Jerschley makes it 5-0 Mosinee. That is out number 1. Now the shortstop, Blake Nichols, with Kuklinski on first. That's all right. Kale and I are hardier type guys anyway. We can sit on a block of ice. This one hit to straightaway center field, sights, and the catch is made for the second out of the inning. Now the third baseman, Davin Stoffel. Stoffel walked and scored in the first. And they've got Kuklinski off the bag at first, but the throw goes to first as Kuklinski broke for the bag at second. And a stolen base for Grant. Schiller leaned to first. As he did, Kuklinski took off and relatively easily made his way down to second. And 2 outs in the inning. Catcher Gavin Obremski on deck with shin guards on. Looking for Stoffel to get on base and give him reason to take the shin guards off. Schiller looks back at Kuklinski. Now curveball and a beauty. That one drops out of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one misses away. Heartland Farms, a 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm producing many varieties of chipping potatoes, currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Currently the cream of the crop in the potato farming business. Learn more at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. That one's going to get through the legs. Look out, Kale, as the whistling let that whistle through. Kale thought it was coming for him. And the pass ball sends Kuklinski down to third. hit the padding here in front of us. Fortunately, that's there. Otherwise, Kale would have been in some trouble because he's sitting directly behind home plate. And that one bounces. Wild pitch, and in comes Kuklinski. As the whistling fires it back towards the pitcher's mound. 6-0 Mosinee. So Stoffel down to first on the walk. That does bring up the catcher, Gavin Obremski, who in the first inning missed a home run by about 3 inches. It was close. Matter of fact, I said home run when it went out there, but popped just off the top of the fence. And curveball misses inside. And that one is launched foul. Out in front of it that time was Obremski. Ball and a strike. But he seems to have Schiller timed up. See if he gets one to wait back on and could have something. Throw over. They've got him leaning. And picked off is Stoffel. Stoffel off the bat, or that is Stoffel. Yeah, Stoffel gets picked off at first. And the third inning will begin with Gavin Obremski hitting as the 1-3 putout brings an end to the top of the second for the Indians, but they do score 3 more. After 1.5, it is Mosinee 6, Stratford nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
As we come back here to Wisconsin Dells, tell you Crystal Finishing Systems, a family-owned business, now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations. With openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. For the Tigers, bottom of the second inning, 6, 7, 8, Zaleski, Tishy, and Zawislin. As it gets just a little bit colder out here in between innings. I know we rolled in here, it was 58 degrees. I don't believe that to be the case anymore. At the knees, called strike to Zaleski. Sixth inning rolls around. Cale Jacoby straps on the headset. I'm going to head to the car and grab my sweatshirt. But it's bottom of the second now. I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to have to muscle up here for the next few innings. I'll be fine. But I can see why it's getting chillier. The wind has picked up. See? I talked about the wind before. Oh, you think I would know better. But apparently I do not. Jersley overthrows it. 2 balls and a strike. Both fields here, 9 and 10. A hollow, I guess you'd say, plywood mound shaped, made of plywood. We didn't stand on the mound. We should have, but I can tell you from times in the past when I have. So it's a bit of a learning curve throwing off the temporary plywood manufactured mound. And strike 3 froze Zaleski. Third strikeout today for Jersley. That brings up the left fielder Cole Tishy. But Jersley, this mound or a clay mound or a whatever, he's got it hooked up right now. Strike on the outside corner. Jersley was able to put that ball there. That's almost unhittable. Ball and a strike. This one off the handle. Jersley will handle and over to Stoffel for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down. Now the catcher is Zawislin. Again, Tigers led off the first with back-to-back base hits. Strikeout, strikeout, fly out. Now here in the second, strikeout, ground out. And fastball right down the middle. That one fouled back off the post. Just like hockey. So no balls, 2 strikes. And Obremski and Jersley are going to go out and arrange the mound. The mound has got off of alignment. It was pointed to the right. Like I said, that's a temporary pitching mound out there, and it had gone off course. It was pointed more towards the right-handed batter's box than it was home plate. Got it all straightened up now. Here's the 0-2. Fastball, that's foul up the first base line. Nice play over there by first base coach Drew Spaeth. Barehanded grab on the two-hopper. Drew has fielded a couple of grounders in his lifetime. This one tap foul. Zawisslan doing a nice job staying alive here in the box. No balls, 2 strikes, continues to be the count. 2 outs as we play in the bottom of the second inning. 6-0 Mosinee. Here's the 0-2. Outside for a ball. Jersley flexes his shoulders, keeping him loose. And miss same spot. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And the 2-2. Bremski blocks it down. So Zawisslan didn't bite on the bit of a slider there, it looked like. Maybe a cutter. Had movement on it. Full count now to the catcher, Zawisslan. So a wing and a miss. That is strikeout number 4 for Jersley, the second in the inning. And that's where the inning ends for the Tigers. 2 complete. Mosinee 6, Stratford nothing on Zaleski Sports.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information. So as I mentioned in the second inning, it'll be Gavin Obremski back in the batter's box where it ended as Davin Stoffel was picked off of first base for the final out of the inning with Obremski in the batter's box. Now Obremski will lead off the third. And a pitching change for the Tigers. Usually we get alerted to those things, but it didn't happen this time. I happen to notice it right now. I don't know what other changes there are. Brady Schmidt now pitching for the Tigers. We'll see if we can identify number 19 on the field. That's a long look out there. But Schmidt pitching as Schiller 2 innings pitched today. See 20 at first base. All kinds of change. No, never mind. Orman's still at first. Never mind. So Jack Tubbs now moves from right field to second base. I don't know. Beyond that, no announcements were made. So that's all I can tell you. But Obremski now batting from the left side with the right-handed throwing Schmidt. Batted from the right-handed batter's box in the first and second innings. Now from the left-handed batter's box here in the third. That is a trick I cannot do. That one skips outside. A ball and a strike to the catcher, Obremski. Obremski swinging a miss. A smattering of applause from the field next door to us, field number 10. Obremski takes the 1-2 pitch to left field. That's going to get over the left fielder's head, and it does. Obremski will turn for second and throw on the brakes there. A leadoff double for the catcher, Obremski. Ball from field 10, narrowly missing some of the spectators over here at field 9. Obremski will head back in the dugout, get his catcher's gear on. That brings up Taylor Lemansky, the center fielder. Struck out back in the first inning, but that stat a little useless now. That was to the pitcher, Braden Schiller. Now Brady Schmidt pitching, so make of that what you will. And Colton Sherrick out running at second base for the catcher, Obremski. And a strike called to Lemansky. No balls, 2 strikes. Fouled into the forest straight behind us. Again, Sherrick, the runner on second, as he runs for the catcher Obremski, who led off this inning with a double. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes to the center fielder Lemansky. The 0-2 again from Schmidt, and he hit Lemansky. That brings up the third baseman, Brady Loken. Loken flew out to center field back in the first. And sees that one just missed on the offering from Schmidt. Schmidt steps off, and back is Sherrick, back to the bag at second. And this one hits softly into left field. That's going to get down, turning is Sherrick, and an RBI base hit for Brady Loken. Now the right fielder, Garrett Shoup. Shoup doubled and scored an inning ago. This one bounces in. Zawislin steps out from behind the plate, throws down and late. So a wild pitch will move everybody up one station. Lemansky to third, Loken to second. This one hit right back up the box. That's going to score 2. A 2 RBI base hit for Garrett Shoup, and it is throw down to second, and they'll get Shoup on the throwdown. 9-0 Mosinee. That brings up the left fielder, Sawyer Holtz. The Indians have scored 3 in every inning. And batting here with 1 out in this 3rd inning. And check swing. That's going to roll out towards second. Hustling down is Holtz, and nobody on the bag. He is safe, and on the errant throw, Holtz will head down to second. So infield base hit for Holtz, and nobody covering the bag at first. Then the throw missed, and down to second goes the left fielder Holtz. So Tigers with a lot of film to review tomorrow, but all things to learn from. Now the second baseman, Grant Kuklinski, walked and scored in the second. And curveball, nice pitch there from Schmidt. Freezes Kuklinski. No balls, 2 strikes. And strike 3 swinging. The throw down completes a strikeout. Holtz does move down to third. And now back to the top of the order in Keegan Jerschley, his 3rd at-bat. Batting now in each of the innings. And sees a strike come in from Schmidt. Spinner there, misses away. Tell you, Cale, people at home get a pretty good view, though, of that pitch coming in, I think. Right? There's the umpire in the way. Yeah, they can kind of see something. It's what we see when the 1-1 misses away. 2 balls and a strike. And everything ground level here at Woodside, Wisconsin Dells. Boston, you get the nice press box for baseball. It's where Mike and Jack were on Saturday for Amherst baseball. Ground level today for us. The 2-1 outside, ball 3. So you see what we see. (3-1) from Schmidt. And foul tipped. Jerschley went after a high fastball. Full count now with 2 outs. Runner on third is Holtz. 3 runs across in the inning for the Indians as they lead 9-0. And time is called. Jerschley called time as Schmidt cycled through the pitch selections. He and Zawislin may have went through every pitch. Full count. Curve ball, that's beat into the ground towards third, and that eats up Zaleski over at third. Ten nothing Mosinee. Shortstop now, Blake Nichols. Couple of flyouts to center field today. A big score put up by the Indians here this afternoon. Got a golf clap from the 10th fairway to our left. Kind of an aggressive golf clap, though, but not that exciting of a baseball clap. A lot of people have mittens on over there, though, so it can kind of muffle the sound. And that one comes in at the eyes for Nichols. But yeah, such is life on April 3rd in Wisconsin. Winter coats, mittens, and baseball. Don't they just go together? Another one comes inside at Nichols. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Right down the middle, Nichols green light, throw down to first. Diving back is Jerschley. That looked like a Wisconsin Dells water slide dive. So 3 balls and a strike. See what Schmidt gives Nichols here. Off and running is Jerschley. This one hit over to Zaleski at third. Gets it on a hop. Long throw across is in time. And that ends the top of the third for Mosinee. They score 4 more. Mosinee 10, Stratford nothing. Bottom of the third coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Back to Wisconsin Dells, 9-1-2 will go to the Tigers. John Seitz, then back to the top, Jack Tubbs, Brady Schmidt. Bottom of the third inning coming up. Take your first step towards building your customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. With 110,000 square foot indoor construction facility and model home village located in the heart of central Wisconsin, Stratford Homes has been an industry leader in the systems-built home market since 1973. Visit StratfordHomes.com today to get started. Tigers looking to get things started here in inning number 3. But Keegan Jerschley has been getting better as this game has went on. Again, it's only been 2 innings for the Tigers, 8 batters, but 4 strikeouts for Keegan Jerschley. The Tigers looking to get the code cracked on Jerschley. And those 4 strikeouts have come in the last 6 batters. Again, Stratford started the bottom of the first with back-to-back hits. That's where the offense started and ended for the Tigers here through the first 2 innings. Third inning of play. Scheduled for 7. A lot of at-bats, potential at-bats anyway, for the Tigers to get this one figured out. That strike tossed in by Jerschley. Again, we're scheduled for a doubleheader. Cale and I don't see how that can happen, but we're scheduled for it anyway. That one misses low and away. A later start, combined with fully overcast skies. We'll lose playable light. Probably somewhere just after 7 o'clock. It's, 5:40 right now? So we're an hour into this in the bottom of the third inning. So you play that out. An hour from now, we'll be in the bottom of the sixth inning. That's 6:40. And then from that point forward, we're in a race against the sun. This one gets past Nichols at short, and Seitz takes a big turn at first. Now heads back to the bag. A leadoff base hit for the Tigers. Top of the order now, right fielder, or was right fielder to start the game, Jack Tubbs. And there were some changes between the second and third innings that sometimes we get notified of. Nobody told us of any of the changes that time, so there were some. Pitching was one. We caught on to some of them. I know we didn't get all of them. Jerschley thought he had just picked off Seitz, but Seitz called safe. But at any rate, it's scheduled for 2. Pretty sure it'll just be 1. Another throw over, another close play there. And Seitz called safe again. So a current game pace puts us, call it 6:50 for the end of this one. That one fouled off. And with cloudy skies, playable light probably disappears on us a little bit after 7. See what happens. This one chopped to Jerschley, looks at second, takes the out at first. Good decision there by Keegan Jerschley. Now the second baseman, Brady Schmidt. Again, Tubbs and Schmidt both with base hits in the first inning. And inside third for a strike. This one into the netting, foul. No balls, 2 strikes now to the now pitching Brady Schmidt. Started at second base. Monday, huh? Today's Monday. Yeah. That really took me off guard before. Yeah, I mean, I believe you, but man, it just seemed like Tuesday to me. Jerschley on the 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. The throw comes down and right over the cap of Keegan Jerschley out there. He didn't know that throw was going to be fired down by Obremski. Strikeout number 5 for Jerschley, and nearly took his hat off on the throw down. So 2 outs, first baseman Jackson Ormond. Obremski with a rocket from behind the arm, or behind the plate. Jerschley was in the process of celebrating a strikeout. Not ready for that throw coming all the way down to second. And that's off the glove of Obremski. That was a clean swing and a miss, but staying on the bag at second is Seitz. Not sure Seitz wants to challenge the arm of Obremski running down to third. Backstop's pretty short from the tip of home plate to where we are, about 15 feet. So not too far. Another one blocked down by Obremski. Two balls and a strike. Fouled off the screen. Count even at 2 apiece. Orman struck out back in the first. Here's the 2-2. That one fouled off the shin of Obremski. A foul ball coming over here from field number 10. Everybody say, watch out, watch out, watch out. Out in front of it, swing and a miss by Orman. The throw down from Obremski completes the strikeout. Strikeout number 6 for Keegan Jerschley, and that puts an end to the Tigers' third. We have played 3 here from the Woodside Sports Complex in Wisconsin Dells. Mosinee 10, Stratford nothing on Zaleski Sports.
Welding is about strength. The strength of structures and components, fabrications used to support industries and communities everywhere. The creation of something greater than its separate parts. Welders are creative. Their skills set them apart from the crowd. Start with a problem, feel the heat, make the sparks, become the solution. Manufacturing moves the Midwest and the world. Study welding at North Central Technical College.
Back to Wisconsin Dells, Davin Stoffel, Gavin Obremski, Taylor Lemansky, 3-4-5 to start the top of the fourth for the Indians. Again, a lot of other games, almost a lot of other games live right now on Zaleski Sports. I can tell you Fox Valley Lutheran and Wapaka let's give you a score here. It's 9-0 in the 6th inning. You can go find out who's winning on your own. Actually, that game might be done. Let me look here again. Nope, 9-0, 6th inning. Find out for yourself who's winning at ZaleskiSports.com. It's Anago at Wisconsin Rapids baseball. Fox Valley Lutheran and Wapaka also baseball. Both games live right now, coming up at 6:30. It is Spash and DC Everest Wisconsin Valley Conference softball. That should be a good one. Kale and I probably listened to Chris Conley on the call on the way home. And Pacelli at Adams Friendship Baseball, 7 p.m. So you begin your afternoon with us, you end your night with us. BFFs, you and us. Inside for a ball. Ball and a strike. Stoffel would like nothing more than to get back on base. He was picked off at first base back in the second. He'd like to go out there and redo that. High for a ball. Stoffel will be a South Dakota State Jackrabbit football player in the fall. Yeah. South Dakota State, right? Yeah. Jackrabbits, pretty sure. Collegiate football player in the fall anyway. Baseball player here in the high school spring. 3-sport athlete is Stoffel. And a walk, during Stoffel's high school basketball career, a highlight dunk reel. You could put together 4 or 5 minutes of dunks that Stoffel threw down, and most were spectacular. Now the switch hitting Obremski back in the left-handed batter's box for the second at-bat in a row. At-bat number, well, I should say this is a good question, right? You start the inning, or you end an inning as a batter, and then out is made of the bases, and you don't get to complete the at-bat. Is that still an at-bat? Baseball statisticians out there. So is this at-bat number 3 or 4 for Obremski? I would say no. But yet he was in the batter's box, so that may be a trivia question, right? Obremski was in the batter's box, you could say maybe later, at 6 times, but he only had 5 at-bats. And then a walk doesn't count as an at-bat, so then you really get into some muddy stuff. But if that were to happen, Kale's jolted awake again as the ball hits the backstop. Wild pitch puts Stoffel down at second, so he avoids being picked off at first base again this inning. Triple, double. 2 for 2 is Obremski. Through 3 plate appearances. Again, I don't even know if you can really say that, but I'm saying it. Here's the 1-1. Low for ball 2. That one misses low. 3 balls and a strike. And our home plate umpire tells Keegan Jersley to get back in the dugout. Keegan looking for a little bit better view than he has from behind the fence. But he was told, get back in there. 3-1. And a walk, and Stoffel down to third on the wild pitch. And again, it will be a runner coming out for Obremski. And again, it's Colton Sherrick. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Center fielder Lemansky. Outside for a ball. Runners on the corners for the Indians here, top of the 4th. Third batter of the inning, nobody out. Low and away. 2-0. And off the handle as Lemansky turned to swing and fouled. It may have even been off the knob. Two balls, one strike. Throw over, and they had the runner picked off, but the throw comes in low. And the error is going to put, get this name here, put Sherrick over to third. Stoffel easily comes in to score on the E1. But Schmidt had Sherrick picked off the bag at first, but not able to make a clean throw over. 11-0 Mosinee. Swung on and missed there by Lemansky. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that hit the center fielder, Lemansky. So that'll bring up the third baseman Locken. Runners again on the corners for the Indians. Twice now this inning. So third baseman Locken. Fly out in the first, single and scored in the third. Still nobody out in the inning for the Indians. That one right down the middle and fouled straight back and into the trees. A lot of get-backs and lookouts being shouted out, but that fortunately hit into the trees. But again, if you're just joining us, we're on field 9, field 10, about 20, 30 feet away, and balls from either being launched at both crowds. Runner takes off for second. There would be no throw, and a stolen base for Lemansky. So ball and a strike. Schmidt to Locken. And strike called. Both Brady's, by the way. Brady pitching, Brady hitting. Must have been a popular name in 2007. Ish. It's a pretty popular name, though, for a while, I guess. Now the 1-2. This one chopped on the infield. Charging is Keelman, and will take the out at first. It is, though, an RBI for Locken, his second. And 12-0 Mosinee. First out of the inning, Lemansky stays put at the bag at second. And manager Marshall Lehman is going to make a trip to the mound. Talk to his infield, and it'll be a short conversation as a pitching change has been made. We'll take a short commercial break, bring you back with that information right after this on Zaleski Sports.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Back in Wisconsin Dells, as we see the first pitch come in for Vance Keelman. Coming in to pitch here, middle of the fourth. Time is called. They're going to talk about it. Zawislin and the new pitcher, Keelman. Make sure he knows the signs. So Braden Schiller goes 2 innings. Brady Schmidt an inning and a third, and now Vance Keelman for the Tigers. And that one low to the right fielder, Garrett Shoup. Shoop with 2 RBI today. Another one low. That's going to get past Zawislin. And the pass ball puts Lemansky down to the bag at third. $12-0 here, top of the 4th inning. Foul off the front of the Mosinee dugout. So Indians have come into game 1 of the season as advertised. Big lead here over Stratford. And that one missed. A walk to start the appearance for Keelman. And that puts Shoop down at first, and for the 3rd time this inning, runners on the corners for Mosinee. Now the left fielder, Sawyer Holtz. 2 base hits, 2 runs scored for Holtz. And curveball comes in for a strike to Holtz. It's 6 o'clock here in the Central Time Zone. Kale and I figure we got about an hour 15 of playable light left. Top of the 4th inning. Game 1 of a scheduled doubleheader. Wild pitch will send Shoop down to second. So again, advertised doubleheader. Doesn't look like that'll happen. But everything else today I've said has been wrong, so who knows? Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes to Holtz. Holtz turns inside. The pitch stays inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 is hit, and nice job there by manager Adam Olson on the hop. Able to field it cleanly. And now he shows off the juggling act he did afterwards. Now the 2-2 again. This one spikes, runner coming home. Here comes Lemansky. The throw is late. 13-0 Mosinee. Down to third goes Shoop. Count now full. 1 out in the inning. Count full to Sawyer Holtz, the left fielder. And that one misses. Run again coming home. Here comes Shoop. Another Indians run. So Holtz takes his base down the first. Now the second baseman, Grant Kuklinski. I think just to make sure Kale gets his practice in, we'll let Kale take the microphone bottom of the 4th inning. So get ready. Yeah, well. You were made for this moment. You'll hear Kale during the season call a lot of our Marshfield area athletic events. Marshfield Senior High, Columbus Catholic. Talked about it on the way down. Maybe Auburndale every now and then. See what transpires. Auburndale, some new facilities at the baseball diamond. Yeah, Jay Anderson, baseball coach. Well, I tell you, what does Jay not do at Auburndale, right? Football coach, baseball coach, athletic director, other stuff. Yeah. Soon they'll call it the Anderson Eagles instead of the Auburndale Eagles.
The gym's already called the Anderson.
It is the Tim Anderson Gymnasium, so they've got Mr. Anderson already named on the gym. That's a strike called at the letters. 3 balls and a strike. That one hit foul up the first base line. Count now full to the second baseman, Kuklinski. But figure since Cale hasn't called a baseball or softball game since last May, let him get right back in it. Yeah. Now he's ready. You will hear Cale on a regular assignment on Friday. It's Marshfield Wausau West softball. And Thursday is baseball? Oh, Marshfield baseball on Thursday. Never mind. See, I said everything I've said today has been wrong. Base hit RBI for Kuklinski. So top of the order now, Keegan Jerschley. This is the 8th batter of the inning for Mosinee, as they lead here top of the 4th, 15-0. 1 out in the inning. It's a 6-3 put out of Brady Locken. That's been it. 5 runs scored. A runner on first. That one fouled, and 2 Indians chasing after it like you get 50 cents for a foul ball. They were both going for it. Both Nichols and Obremski hustling out of the dugout and batter's box. Or on deck circle, I should say. And dugout. 2 balls, 1 strike to the pitcher and leadoff hitter Keegan Jerschley. Jerschley has reached twice, scored once here this afternoon. Throw over, and it is one thing that has been, what I would say, somewhat equal here today. Both teams' first base runners been suspect. Had a pickoff, had a couple others that either near or should have been picked off on either side. So some things to clean up there that'll be talked about probably on the bus ride home. But other than that, been all Mosinee here, 15-0. Jerschley taps this one and picked and thrown over in time. Keelman able to get a handle on it. And that is out number 2 here in the 4th inning. 9th batter now, Blake Nichols. Fly out, ground out for Nichols, although he sees Keelman for the first time here this afternoon. Keelman entered here in this 4th inning. Schmidt recorded 1 out and did he even? Yeah. It recorded the 1 out and then exited. You know, you almost wonder, we'll talk about this now, I guess. It's a 15-run game. There is a 10-run rule after 5. You almost wonder if the 2 teams would just agree just to play 7 no matter the score. Get an extra couple innings in, because we don't feel that the second game is going to be possible here. I don't know if they can just agree to that. I don't know. But certainly could be a consideration. Kuklinski makes his way around to third base on the wild pitch there. Something to think about. 3 balls, no strikes to the shortstop, Nichols. Nichols on the green light, right back through the box. It's going to be an RBI base hit for Blake Nichols. And the beat goes on for Mosinee here in this 4th inning. Nichols going to land on second after all that. So Stoffel now for the second time in the inning. And Stoffel got under it on the fastball down the middle into left field. And the catch is snow-coned and made by Cole Tishy for the final out of the inning. 10 batters in the inning for the Indians. They score 6 in the frame. They lead 16-0. Bottom of the fourth, and Cale Jacoby coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Mall Furniture has every type of chair you can think of. Lazy Boy, Best Swivel, Queen Anne, Marshfield, all types of lift chairs. We have it all. All are ready to pick up and take home today. Mall Furniture sells locally made products and is proud to serve Central Wisconsin. We've been family owned and operated for over 45 years and looking forward to many more. Have a look at us online at mallfurniturewi.com.
Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
Welcome back, everybody. 16-0. Mosinee leads Stratford. Stratford up to bat. Ethan Oatman on the mound to start things off here for the Mosinee Indians. My name is Cale Jacoby alongside Jason Zaleski, now switching spots, doing the production for the rest of this one. Again, Ethan Oatman on the mound for Mosinee here to start the bottom of the fourth inning. Again, this is 16-0 here in this one. There's normally a 10-run rule after 5 innings, but as Jason said, with our daylight dwindling down, maybe a potential decision could be play the 7 innings and be done after that. But we'll see. That's a hypothetical scenario that was tossed out there. Sounds like it makes sense, though. It's logical. It's a logical solution. Up to bat here for the Tigers, Braden Schuler. Schuler struck out his first at bat back in the first inning. Missed the count to start that off, but a couple of balls in there for Schuler. Braden Schuler started off on the mound. Swings and misses that time. Count 2-2. 2-2 here to Schuler, leading off. Low and outside. Ball 3. Count now runs full here to Schuler. And the full count pitch. Swung on, line drive out into left center. It will fall, and that's a leadoff base hit for Braden Schuler. And the Tigers with their first hit since the first inning. So Stratford looking to try to trim that deficit a little bit, if for nothing else, just to get a run home. Get some runs on the board here to try to shake off that early season rust here in game 1. That one's going to be a ball, as it's Vance Keelman. Vance Keelman Up to bat now for the Tigers. Throw to first, not going to be in time. Yeah, that's. Thought it was 2 M's there. Yeah. Good thing I got you next to me then, that I can clarify that. Vance Keelman. 0-2 the count. Again, it's Oatman on the mound for Mosinee. And a swing and a miss. And Keelman goes down swinging for out number 1. Now to the 6th spot in the order, third baseman Henry Zaleski. Runner at first, 1 out. First pitch. Ball just misses. Again, runner at first, 1 out. 1-0 the count. That one swung on, grounded back, foul. Count evens up at 1-1 now to Zaleski. Here's the 1-1. Nope. Throw over to first, and that was high. Good snag there by the first baseman, Devin Stoffel.
6'6", that's helpful.
Yeah, the 6'6" height helps on those high throws, Jason says. One and one the count. That one's popped back foul. 2 strikes now. And we get a ball shot over from the other field here. Lands, looks right out on our field. Side effect of having 2 fields right next to each other. Quite a few fields here in Wisconsin Dells. 11 fields, is that right? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, soccer field, softball, baseball. There's some soccer game going on the other side of this complex, and that's a called strike 3 as Zaleski goes down looking for out number 2. So after that leadoff base hit from Schuler, it's back-to-back outs. And now the left fielder, Cole Tichy, up to bat. Tichy 0 for 1 with a ground out. That was back in the 2nd inning. And I'm not a fan of baseballs coming at me. Yeah. I've had a couple of bad experiences. Baseballs shooting at me. One down the third baseline, one in a press box. So Tichy looks at the 1-2 count. Again, 2 outs, runner at first, and that's in there for strike 3. So 3 straight strikeouts to end the inning for Ethan Oatman, and that'll do it for the 4th inning. So at the end of the 4th inning, it's 16-0. Mosinee leads Stratford. We'll take a break, be back with the top of the 5th right after this on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Welcome back, everybody. 16-0. Mosinee leads Stratford here in Wisconsin Dells. Both these teams' first games of this season. And as Jason mentioned a couple of times, it's gotten quite a bit colder here. And I got a big coat on. Jason just got a, well, was it a windbreaker or kind of a windbreaker? Hoodie, sweatshirt, yeah. I mean, I'm cold with my winter coat on, so I can only imagine.
I get a different version of a winter coat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jason's. Oh, man. And it is the Indians up to bat. Gavin Obremski up to bat, the catcher. Obremski, 2 for 2. He's got a triple, a double, and was walked in his 3 at-bats. Obremski looked to keep it going here in the 5th. The lefty, that one low in the turf for a ball. 2-1. And tempting to say in the dirt, but no dirt on this field. In the rubble. That one misses low. 2-2. Gets by the catcher, Landon Zawislin. Three won the count. I misspoke before. 3-1, not 2-2. And that one in there for strike 2. And now the count runs full to Obremski. Again, on the mound is Braden. No, excuse me. Yeah, Braden Shoot. Vance Keelman, yep. Vance Keelman on the mound. Schuler started it off on the mound. That one's going to get through. What do you think, Jason? A hit or air? Hit? All right. So it'll be a base hit for Gavin Obremski. Leadoff base hit. 4-5-6 to up. We just saw the 4th for Obremski.
31 running.
And Colin Sherrick in to run for Obremski. Taylor Lemansky now up to bat. Center fielder. And throw to first. They're going to have the runner in a pickle here. And looks like this is going to be an inevitable out. And the tag is good. 4 out, number 1. A little bit more of a question than it looked like there. And Keelman came from his pitching spot and made the tag. That'll be out number 1. Remains Lemansky up to bat. 1 down now. Nobody on and 1 out. Here's the pitch from Keelman. In the turf. 4 ball. 2-1 the count. Here is the 2-1 pitch. Inside for another ball. 3-1 the count now. That one swung on and missed by Lemansky, and the count runs full once again. Both batters this inning have now faced full counts. Obrensky got a base hit. Lemansky will ground out. So Lemansky grounds out to third. Play made over at third by Landon Zawislin. Rather, Henry Zaleski making the throw from third. 2 down. Brady Loken now up to bat and lined out in the left field. Out. Play made by Cole Tichy, and that will do it for the top of the 5th. Score remains 16-0. Mosinee leads the Stratford Tigers. We'll step aside and be back with the bottom of the 5th right after this on Zaleski Sports.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today. I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Welcome back, everybody. 16-0. Mosinee leads Stratford. My name's Cale Jacoby alongside Jason Zaleski doing the production for the rest of the way. Tonight, Stratford up to bat. It'll be Landon Zawislin to lead things off. Fouls that one at the plate here in this bottom of the 5th inning. Zawislin's 0 for 1, struck out swing back in the 2nd inning. 0-1, make it 1-1 as that pitch is inside and low for a ball. That one in there for strike 2. 1-2 the count now to Zawislin. And again, typically there is a 10-run rule after 5 full innings that is grounded to short, throw to first in time for out number 1. So Zawislin grounds out. And a leadoff out. John Seitz now up to bat for the Tigers. But again, typically the rule is if you're up by 10 runs after 5 complete, game is over. But with the significant unlikelihood, and I'd say almost impossibility, of completing a second game in this one, they may just decide to play all 7 out in this game and then call it a night after that. 0-1. That one's grounded. Second, throw to first in time for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down so far. Back to the top of the order, right fielder Jack Tubbs. First pitch in there for a strike. Once again, pitching, it's Ethan Oatman. That one's going to be low and outside for a ball. 1-1 the count here to Tubbs. And that one right in there for strike 2. 1-2 the count. That's swung on, grounded to short. Throw to first. Going to be on time, on target for out number 3. And I think the players are looking around to see. And are they going to call it a game? It looks like they will. So that will do it for this one. Mosinee beats Stratford 16-0. Not sure if we'll have a second game yet, but this one's over. 16-0 in 5 innings. Mosinee takes down the Stratford Tigers. Coming up next is your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. And we'll step aside. Be back with the Nasonville Dairy postgame show right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. So we do have word on this second game. It's going to be just a scrimmage. It's not going to count for anything in the standings or anything like that. So we're going to sign off here shortly in just a moment, and we will not have that scrimmage for you. Again, that's not going to count anything towards standings. No stats are going to go into that. It's basically a way for these two teams to continue to shake off some rust, probably play some of the younger guys as well. So we had our game. We had our game here tonight. Mosinee beat Stratford 16-0 in 5 innings played, and that's it here tonight. Go tune in to all the other games we got on here tonight. I believe we got another one starting at 7 tonight, or 6:30 and 7 tonight. Softball's already underway. Baseball tonight at 7 as well. So with that, my name's Caleb Jacoby alongside Jason Zaleski. I want to thank you all for joining us here tonight in this game, and say goodnight here on a Monday night here on Zaleski Sports.